So I think we almost completed abstract class. Okay, few more things left. We will discuss those and we will finish that abstract class today, guys. Okay. So if time permits, we will see the interface introduction too. Fine. So now, yeah. So I think everyone knows, right, what is abstract method and what is the abstract class and what are the rules we have to follow while right writing abstract class and so I no need to summarize again. Okay, summarize again. So I think already we discussed. So from last 2 days onwards, we are discussing the same concept. Am I right or wrong? Can we go further for
Yes.
topics? Yeah.
Yes,
No,
sir.
no. Okay. So okay. So now I have taken one class. Okay. Class. So in this class, suppose parent class. In the parent class, I'm taking public. Okay. Public void. Or else public abstract. Okay. Public abstract. So not public here. Private abstract void display method. Some method, guys. So private abstract void display method. Right? So this is what, guys? Tell me what it is. Abstract method. So if any class contains at least one abstract method, means we should declare that class also what, guys? Abstract. Right? Fine. So abstract class. Now you tell me, is it valid? When you compile this program, so do you see any problem here? Can we compile? Can we run this program?
Private method.
Sorry?
Private method. Yes, sir.
Private method means in class we can contain private method, right?
Yes, sir, but it is abstract. We need to provide
No main methods.
Okay.
Main
Let me
method.
execute directly in okay. Let me write a program, guys, directly. Fine. So now here only we will see. Now class parent, right? That will take language Java. Class parent. In the parent class, what I'm writing, yeah, class parent. So, right. In the parent class, what I'm writing, private abstract, right? Private abstract void display method. Some method, guys. Fine. So this is what abstract method. The same way, I'm writing one more method called public void show method. Okay. So here I'm writing system.out.println. System.out.println. Here what I'm writing. Okay, parent method. Fine. Okay, parent method. So like that we have. See how many methods we have in this parent class? 2 methods we have. One is abstract method. Another one is what? Concrete method. So now I need to declare this class as what? Abstract. Right? At least if you have at least one abstract method, you have to declare that class also what? Abstract. Fine? Everyone. Okay? So now I'm saving this an abstract class, right? Let me save it. Abstract combinations. Okay, that is the file name. Fine. So now I'm trying to execute this. Training, right? Abstract class. So now Java C, what it is? Abstract combination. Hello, can you hear me, guys? No, file name.
Yes.
Extract combinations, right? What I used to save that file, like
Yes, sir. Abstract combinations.
combinations or combination?
Combinations.
Okay. So now Java C file name dot Java. So right. So what it is saying? See, 1 minute. I think I did again the same spelling mistake for abstract. ABSTRACT. Fine. Now let me save it. Let me compile again. See what it is saying, guys? Illegal combination of modifier abstract and private. Okay, illegal combination of modifier abstract and private. Right, see the compile time error. Illegal combination of, okay, modifiers abstract and private. Why it is saying? Understand? See, I have taken one class, right? So in Java class, can we take private methods or not? Come on, guys. Can we write private methods in one Java class?
Yes,
We
sir,
can
we
write, right? We can write, but if you write any private methods, only we can access that methods within the class. Outside of the methods, we cannot, outside of the class, we cannot access, right? So that's what we
Yes, sir.
remember, right? We learn, right? So now, see here, but now, private abstract void display method. Why it is saying illegal combination? Okay, fine. So now, private method means what, guys? So we can access only within the class,
Within the class.
right? Now, abstract means what, guys? Hey, boss,
Need
I don't
provide-
know anything about this method implementation. So that's what I'm declaring this abstract. Okay. So I'm asking, I'm begging my child, hey child, can you please provide implementation for this method as per your requirement? Okay. So I don't know anything about implementation of this method at this moment. So that's why I'm declaring abstract. So abstract means what? Compulsory, the child class should provide implementation for this. Understand or not? Hello? Child class should provide implementation of this method, right? So that is
Yes.
abstract.
Yes.
Okay. So now in child class, we have to override this method. Understand? In child class, we have to override this method. Then only you can provide implementation, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, please respond, guys. I'm asking you only. So then only, see, then only we can provide implementation, right? So now, what we are doing now? So we are trying to access the display method where in child class, right? But what it is saying private access modifier means we cannot access.
Yes.
Within the class only we can access. So definitely private and abstract is illegal combination or not?
Yeah,
illegal.
illegal.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
illegal.
Illegal combination,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah. So that's why it is saying what, guys? Private and abstract is illegal combination. This is very, very, very important, guys. Okay. Now we will go for next combination. Fine. So now, what is the class we have here, right? So fine. Now here I'm taking class parent. Okay. So now here I'm taking public access modifier. Okay. Public. And after that, I'm taking final. Public final abstract void display. Understand, guys? Public final abstract void display and public void show method. Okay. So this is, at least we have one abstract method, right? So we have to declare class also what? Abstract. Okay. Now, can you please tell me, is it valid? I mean, this Java program, if you compile, do you see any issue here? Or compilation will success? Or execution also will success? Tell me.
Combined.
This
Combined.
is also illegal combination of modifier.
Why compile time error?
Final abstract combination of final abstract.
Okay. So now tell me,
Static.
final means, okay, fine. So now tell me, final means what, guys? Already we discussed it, right? I
We
think
cannot change the values.
yesterday or day before yesterday only we discussed. Now tell me, what is final method? See, final is a keyword applicable for whom? Variables also it can be applicable, and methods also it can be applicable. At class level also it can be applicable, right? Now we are using at what level? Method level. If you use at method level, that method will become what, guys? Tell me.
Is static.
Huh? Static.
We can't change that method.
We can override.
Will not participate.
That's
We
what.
can override.
Okay. See, final variables value we cannot change, right? If you put final keyword for at any variable, that will become what? Constant. So constant means what? Fixed. So we cannot change that value. Understand? We cannot change that value of that variable. So that is what? Final variable. Final methods means what? So final methods cannot participate into overriding. Understand? Final methods cannot participate into override. So that's what we discussed, right? I think almost 30 minutes we spent on that. Please remember, guys. Don't forget. Right. So now,
Yes.
abstract is means what, guys? Abstract is means what, guys? Definitely we have to
Need
provide
implementation in the child class.
right? So now, final is talking about what? This method cannot participate into overriding. But abstract is what it is saying. This method has to participate into overriding because we have to provide implementation. Right or wrong? So now, definitely, final and abstract can be illegal combination. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, final talks about what? Hey, boss, you cannot override this method into your child class. Okay. So, that's what final keyword is talking. Right. But what abstract is talking? Hey, boss, please override this method into your child class and provide implementation. Right. But now if you see the final and abstract, these two can be what now? Illegal combinations. This is talking something different. That is talking something different. So both are against. Am I right or wrong? So now definitely final and abstract can be what, guys? Illegal combination. Okay. So now let me execute this one also. Practically we will see. So Java, see what? Abstract combinations, not Java. See what it is saying? Illegal combination of modifiers, abstract and final. Clear? Hello? Clear? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's clear.
Now, let me copy this one. Let me paste here. I'm not writing any points, guys. Okay? So just remember the combinations. So now, what is the output here? Which is the error. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now we will see another combination, guys. What is the other combination? Okay. Now we'll go for Java class here. Now see here, I'm taking abstract class parent. Okay. So here, let me take static abstract void display. Understand? Public static abstract void display. Now you tell me, is it valid or invalid?
Invalid.
Come on, guys. Tell me, is it valid or invalid?
Invalid.
Invalid.
Illegal
Why
combination.
invalid?
Static
Why
method
illegal
also
combination?
not. Static method is not participating in
Static.
overriding.
Sai Teja, you have to complete your sentence. Okay. Don't
Static
start.
method also not participate in overriding, so illegal combination.
Yes. So already I think we discussed it, right? While discussing method hiding concept, we discussed about static, right? So I think that time also we spent around 30 minutes or 40 minutes on that. So I no need to explain again. That's what I'm hoping. Am I right? Right? So
Yes,
now,
sir.
see here. Yeah, see here what I'm saying, static and abstract, right? Static methods. So already we know the static methods we cannot override, right? The static methods cannot participate into overriding. So that's what already we know, right? So now, same thing. Here abstract means what? Okay, hey boss, please provide implementation in your class, right? Can you please provide implementation in your child class? So that's what abstract is talking. So now static and abstract is what? Definitely illegal combination, right? So both are different. Just now we discussed about final and abstract, right? In the same way, okay? So now let me execute this one also practically. Let me show you. So Java C abstract combinations.java. See now what is the error message? Illegal combination of modifiers abstract and static. Okay, so this one also saying what? Same. Hello, can you hear me, guys? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, yeah. So now here I'm copying example. Where to go? Okay. So now, what is the output here? Let me copy that output too. Okay. Right?
Yes, sir.
So no. Okay, fine. So now, in the same way, we have other combinations also with abstract. Okay, so we will discuss those combinations while discussing the particular topics. Okay, and abstract synchronized also we need to see, right? So that one we will discuss while discussing what multi-threading concept. Okay, so we will use the synchronized keyword. Okay, at multi-threading level. Okay, at multi-threading concept. So that time we will use the synchronized keyword. So once we know synchronized keyword, then we will understand. So what is the problem with use abstract and synchronized? Okay, combination. Clear? No. Now, so so here. So one more thing we have, guys. Okay. So let's suppose abstract and native, right? Abstract and native. So an abstract and native also illegal combination, right? So why? So do you know anything about native methods? So native methods means, okay, still in Java, we are using native methods. So native methods means its native methods talks about, okay, so Java also built on what, guys? The old languages by using C and C++. Understand? So now the native methods, in the native methods implementation, right? In that method implementation, they are using the C programming code, guys. Understand? Everyone? Okay. Here native methods means in Java, we have native methods. So the native methods means what, guys? In the native methods, in the method implementation, Java people using what, guys? C language code. By using C language code, they implemented that method. They provided implementation for that particular methods. Understand? So now, here what? Native method means what? Already implementation we provided, right? If you put abstract means what it is reason? Please provide implementation. Abstract means what? Not implementation, right? This is a abstract method, partially implemented method, right? Abstract method means what? Doesn't have implementation. Can you please provide implementation in your child class? right? But native method means what? It's already defined method. In that method, already implementation provided by using what? C language and C++ language, right? Implementation already there with the native methods. Now, if you put abstract and native means, definitely it will become what? Illegal combination, right? Hello.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah,
Yeah, please respond. If you respond, I don't
Yes,
like to
sir.
go. If you're not talking means what I can understand. Okay. So that is what guys native. Okay. So now we have one more thing. Strict FP. Okay. Strict FP we know we have, right? So now strict FP also see guys. So here native, right? What is native guys? Okay. So okay. So native is what guys? Modifier applicable only for methods. Okay. Native modifier is applicable only for methods guys. Okay. Let me write a few things. I think might be you people don't know anything about native. Native is guys. Native is the modifier applicable only for what? Only for methods. Okay, only for methods, but not for what guys? But not for variables and classes. Fine. The methods which can be implemented in non-Java. Okay, mostly C and C++ are called what guys? Native or foreign methods. Understand? So these methods we use to call as what? Native methods. Okay, let me write that point also. The methods which can be implemented in non-Java language. I think mostly what guys non-Java means non-Java language, right? Mostly C and C++. Okay, C and C++ are called what? Native methods. Clear? What is the native methods? So what is the main purpose of native keyword in Java? Okay, what is the main purpose of this native methods, guys? To improve performance of the system. Understand? The main advantage having native methods in Java. What are the advantages, guys? Okay, the first one. Here, first one, to improve performance of the system. Okay, that is the first point. The second point, okay, to achieve machine level communication, guys. To achieve machine level communication. Okay, next one. The third one, okay, we can use to use already existing legacy non-Java code. Legacy non-Java non-Java code. Okay, see here. You see it IEV, right? Right. So now, what is the first point, guys? To improve performance of the system, right? So comparatively, Java C is most performed language, guys. I mean, performance will be good at if you use C language. Okay, understand? So now to improve performance of the system, understand? So here what, let's suppose, I mean, Java is what, one kind of software, right? So now they are building what on top of C and C++. Okay, so now, so any programming language you are writing means definitely that programming language has to communicate with what, guys? Operating system. Am I right or wrong? Okay,
Yeah.
and only the instructions what we are giving, the operating system has to understand, right? So now the program what we are writing, it has to be understand with by whom? Operating system, right? So that's what, to achieve machine level communication. Sometimes what? We need to communicate with machine. Now we are storing some value, guys, right? Data type int x is equal to 10. 10 is what? Int value, right? Int value means, so int data type. Int data type means what is the byte in Java we are allocating? How many bytes int?
4.
4 bytes.
Okay, 4 bytes, 32 bits, right? So that 10 value will be converted into what? Binary format. Already I think we discussed, right, how it is converting and what is the rule they're following. Okay, even I think internally I show you, right, how it is converting and what is the value, how the value will be storing in memory. So everything I think that time we discussed, right? So now 32, right? So 32 will be converted into binary format, and after that every value will be stored in what? 0 and 1 format, right? Binary means 0 and 1 format only, right? So
Yes, sir.
Yes.
so now we have to communicate with what? System, right? So for that reason, okay, so we have to write some code, understand? So that's what native code. So by using C and C language, okay, we can easily communicate with system, guys, understand? We can easily communicate with machine, I mean computer. So that's what, to improve performance of the system also, I mean, we will use this native methods, and to achieve machine level communication also. Okay, so we can achieve by using this. I mean, these are the advantages. And what is the third advantage? To use already existing legacy non-Java code. So already, let's suppose to communicate with system by using C language, there is a code, understand? So why we need to write again? Understand? Directly we can use that code, right? So already there is a code in C language to communicate with machine. Understand? So now why we need to write one more logic to communicate with system by using another language? Already we have some piece of code, right? So instead of writing something else, directly we can use that existing piece of code. Understand? So that's what, to use already existing legacy non-Java code. So this code is what, guys? Non-Java code. They implemented in what? In C language. Come on, clear?
Yes,
Everyone?
sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, so that's why, okay, this native methods we are using, guys. So these native methods are what? Already implemented. Okay, so what is the implementation in the native methods? They are using legacy languages like C and C++. By using that language, they provided implementation. Understand? So C language related logic will be there in where? Native methods. Clear? So already provided implementation. But abstract talks about what? Abstract talks about what? Abstract keyword.
Need to provide implementation.
No implementation. Abstract keyword talks about what? No implementation. But native keyword talks about what? Already we have an implementation. So definitely native and abstract is what, guys? Illegal combination. Right? Okay, so now that is what, okay, native methods, guys. So now we have so actually how to declare native methods means, okay, so let's suppose this is one native method. Let's suppose, okay, public void, okay, we have to keep native keyword void. Let's suppose M1 method we have. Okay, so now we have to provide what, guys? Semicolon. So this is what native method declaration. Understand? So there is a M1 method. In that M1 method, already method implementation is provided. Understand? But this method implementation, by using which language they have written? By using old language like C and C++. Right? Such type of methods, we use it to call it as what, guys? Native methods. Understand? So this is the native method declaration. Now, if you put abstract, public abstract, okay, now it will become what, guys? Illegal combination. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So here, okay, let me write again on family. I need to change it. Yeah, 20. Fine, guys. So now, let me write for native methods. For native methods, implementation, okay, is already available. Okay, hence already available, right? Hence we are not responsible. Tell me, we are not responsible to provide implementation. Okay, so due to this, native method declaration should end with semicolon. Understand? So let's say due to this, native method declaration should end with what? Semicolon. Okay, for native method implementation is already available, whereas abstract method implementation should not be available. And abstract and native combination is what? Illegal for method. Fine. Okay. No. Tell me, for native method implementation is already available. Right? But already available. But abstract methods, method implementation is not available. Not available. So that, okay, native and abstract method combination illegal. Okay, guys. Now we will go for next one. Okay, now. So do you know, I think strict FP we have, right? Strict FP. So what is strict FP, guys? I think already we discussed or not, guys? Regarding strict FP, already we discussed, huh? No?
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Strict FP. So what is strict FP, guys? I think while writing main method combinations, right? Main method combination, that time I think we discussed the strict FP, it seems. Let me. Strict FP. What is strict FP? This is also one of Java keyword. Okay. So no. So the strict FP is introduced in 1.2 version, guys. Okay. Strict FP modifier applicable for classes and methods, but not for variables. Okay. Let me write. This modifier applicable only for classes and methods, but not for variables. Okay. Now, what is strict FP method? Okay. So the what do you call the floating point, right? The floating points we have, right? So now the floating point arithmetics, guys. So let's suppose, I mean, if you take two floating point values, okay? So if you apply arithmetic operators between those two floating point, what do you call values? Let's suppose 123.45 into 32345.768. Right? What we are doing now? We are applying multiplication between these two floating point values, right? So now, so the result value, right? The result value is varied from platform to platform, guys, always. Understand what I'm saying here? So now, when we apply arithmetic operator between two floating point literals, okay, two floating point literals, already you know, right? Floating point literals. So if you're applying arithmetic operator between two floating point literals, so floating point literals means what? Let's suppose we have 234.23456. This is what, guys? Floating point, right? Come on, guys.
Yes. Yeah.
This is what? One floating point, right? Now I'm applying star. Star is what? Arithmetic operator, right? So now I'm taking one more floating point here. This is what? One more floating point. Now,
Yeah.
if you see the result, okay? So now, if we apply arithmetic operator between two floating point literals, the result, always the result, okay, is varied from platform to platform. Platform to platform means what? Let's suppose if Windows operating system based machine, if you try to calculate this floating point literals by applying arithmetic operator, the result may be different. Understand? So if you use the same thing in Linux operating system based machine, maybe the result can be slightly different. Not see before decimal, the result will be same, guys. After decimal, we will have the decimal point values, right? Maybe those values varied from based on platform to platform. Clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Yes, sir.
No. Yeah. So no. If a method declared as strict FA, what it is doing, you know, all floating point calculations in that method has to follow IEEE 754 standard so that we will get perform independent results. See here. See, if you apply arithmetic operator between two floating point values, the result will be varied from what? Platform to platform. Understand? Platform to platform. Come on, guys. Means what? The result will be here what? Platform dependent. So let's suppose for Windows operating system, the result will be something different. For Linux operating system, the result will be something different. For Mac operating system, the result will be something different. Understand or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I'm writing one Java program, guys. Okay. In the Java program, what I'm doing? I'm calculating, I'm applying arithmetic operator. I'm using two floating point literals and I'm trying to apply multiplication between these two floating point literals. That is the Java program I have written. So the same Java program, I'm executing what? Windows operating system based machine. The result will be something. Okay. The same Java program, I'm executing where? Linux operating system based machine. So there, the result will be something different. The same Java program now I'm executing where? Mac operating system based machine. Now the result will be what? Something different. Now the result here what? Platform independent or platform dependent? Platform dependent, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So what is the result we are getting? This is what, guys? Platform dependent result we are seeing. But it is a problem, right? Understand? So now if you need the accurate value while applying arithmetic operator between the two different floating point literals, even use the same accurate value you have to see, okay, irrespective of platform, then you have to use what, guys? Strict FP in that particular method. In which method, okay, in which method you are implementing this logic, right? In that particular method, we have to apply what? Strict FP keyword. If you use strict FP keyword, always the floating point, okay, calculations in that method has to follow what? IEEE 754 standard. IEEE 754 standard, guys. So there is some standard. So if you apply strict FP method in that particular method means what? In that method, we are writing implementation. This is the logic we are going to write, right? I mean, by applying arithmetic operator between two floating point literals. That is the logic I'm writing where? In that particular method. Now, in that method, I'm using what? Strict FP keyword. Now, so in that method, the logic what we are using, right? So always it is, okay, using IEEE 754 standard to calculate what, guys? The floating point calculations, right? So now, in the same method, if the same Java program, if you execute Windows also, the same result. And if the same Java program, if you execute in Linux also, we will get the same result. And if you same program, if you execute in Mac operating system also, you will see the what? Same result. Because they are following what? IEEE 754 standard while calculating floating point literals. Hope you people understand now.
Yeah.
What is strict FP means. Okay? Come on, guys. Tell me,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
respond. I'm asking
Yeah.
you only. Why you guys are keep quiet? Huh? Right. Now, let me write the point. Maybe people will ask you guys, okay? This is also one of the feature in the Java. Let's suppose usually the results of floating rate. Floating point literals arithmetic, okay, arithmetic calculations is right varied from platform to platform. Right? Now, if a method declared with, right? If a method declared with strict FP, okay? If a method declared with strict FP or declared as strict FP, strict FP, all, right? All floating point calculations in that method, in that method has to follow what, guys? Has to follow IEEE 754 standard. Right? IEEE 754 standard. So that we will get what? We will get platform independent results. Understand? Platform
Yes.
independent results, right? Not platform dependent results. We will get what? Platform independent results. If you run any platform, you will get what? Same result. So that is what, guys? Strict FP. Now, if you apply the same in class level, if you use the strict FP keyword at class level, what will happen? In that class, okay, how many methods we have, right? In that methods, if you use this floating point calculations by using arithmetic operator, so all the methods will follow what? IEEE 754 standard while calculating. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Yes, sir.
No. Let me write that point also. This is what, guys? Strict FP. Let me write one more point here. So as of now, we are talking about what at method level, right? Now, here. if a class declared, okay, as strict FP, okay, then every concrete method in that class, right? Every concrete method in that class has to follow what, guys? The same. Has to follow IEEE 754 standard. Okay, so that we will get what? Platform independent results. Clear? No. So this is what, guys, abstract keyword at method level, at class level. So now abstract and strict FP combination. I'm asking about what? Abstract and strict FP combination. Let's suppose example I'm taking like this case. Public, okay, public strict FP, public strict FP abstract. Okay, something called calculation is a method. Okay, so now public and strict FP. Okay, strict FP method talks about what? Implementation, whereas abstract method never talks about what? Implementation. Hence abstract and strict FP combination is what? Illegal for methods. Understand? See,
Yes,
strict
yes.
FP always talks about what? Implementation. If you put strict FP means what will happen, guys? So in this particular method, okay, always it should follow with what? IEEE 754 standard. So means what? Already implementation is there for strict FP. If you put strict FP means, right? If you provide
Yes, sir.
calculations of floating point, always those calculations will follow what? IEEE 754. So here strict FP always talks about what? Implementation. Whereas abstract method never talks about what? Implementation. Right? Abstract means what? That don't know anything about implementation. Then that's why we will go with what? Abstract keyword, right? Then only we will go for abstract keyword. So that's why these two modifiers are what? Illegal combination. Clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I think we completed the combinations, guys. Okay. Now next we will go for what is the time now? 9:50, right? Next we will go for the next important topics. Fine. So now, okay. Now, okay. So now let me write directly Java program. Yeah, I'm writing class parent, guys. Okay, class parent I'm writing. Okay, so now in the parent class, okay, so now in the parent class, what I'm doing, okay, let me take constructor. Okay, so now here I'm writing what? System dot out dot println. Okay, so like that I'm writing. Fine. So now here, otherwise, let me take int x. Int x is equal to int x. Just I'm taking one variable int x and string or else float f. These are the two variables I'm taking. Okay. So now here what we need to do, guys, int sorry, x is equal to something I'm assigning and y is equal to something I'm assigning.
Yes.
Okay. F, sorry, F. Fine. So now here I'm writing system dot out dot println parent class parent constructor. Okay. Now in the same way, I'm taking one more class called child extends parent. Okay. So now here, now here I'm writing child class constructor. Okay. Here I'm taking int a, comma, float b. Okay. So here I'm assigning a is equal to 15, b equals to 20.5. Something I'm assigning, guys. Okay. So now here let me copy the system dot out dot println. Let me copy here. This is what child constructor, right? So now I'm taking one more class. Okay, one more class here. Let me take class name as abstract demo. Already there, abstract demo. Not there. ABSTRECD abstract demo class I'm taking. So here let me take public static void main method I'm taking. So here string args. So now in this method, what I'm doing, I'm creating, okay, object of child class child c is equal to new child. Child c is equal to new child. Okay. Now you tell me how many objects are created, guys. I'm creating a child class object. So when you create child class object, so parent class object also will create.
Yes, sir.
Tell me,
Yeah,
guys.
that's okay.
Understand what is my question here? So I have parent class, I have child class. Child extends parent, right? So now parent class constructor also I have, and child class constructor also I have. Okay. So I think you guys know, right? So what is the use of constructor? Right. I think already we spent 4 hours or 5 hours, not of four or 5 classes, I think, in constructor. So I no need to explain again. So I think might be you people know what is constructor means. What is the purpose of constructor?
To initialize an object.
To initialization of an
Yeah.
object. Okay. So here most of the people are saying
There is an
purpose
object.
of constructor means creating object of a class. Okay. That is not correct, guys. The constructor purpose is not creating object of a class. Okay. The constructor, what is the purpose of constructor? To initialize the, okay, to initialization of an object, to initialize the values to the properties, right? Initializing values to the properties. Properties means here, I mean, the class properties. So that is the for that reason we are using constructor, right? So now, so here, tell me, I'm creating object of child c is equal to new child. So which class I'm trying to create object? Child class, right? Now you tell me how many objects are created?
2 objects.
2 objects. Tell me, guys, one is saying 2 objects.
Yes,
What
sir.
about remaining folks? Everyone saying 2? Okay. Tell me, what is the flow of execution here? Child c is equal to new child. Tell me, what is the flow of execution? Tell me.
Object is created, sir,
Object
for
is
child
created.
class.
What is the output? You tell me now. First, what is the output? You will tell me. So if I execute this program, what is the output? Tell me, guys, what is the output?
And parent constructor and the child constructor.
Parent constructor, child constructor, right? Now tell me, here I'm creating child is equal new child. How many objects are created?
2 objects.
2 objects. So let me explain. Okay, see, here most of the people are saying, okay, here 2 objects are created. Okay, so now here see, let me show you that one also. Right. System.out.println. Already you guys know. So in Java, every object has what, guys? Unique hash code. Every object has what? Unique address, right? How can we represent that unique address? By using hash code. Hash code method. Already we discussed it, right? Guys, I'm asking you only.
Yes.
So now this keyword represents what? That class object, right? This is what? This is keyword represent what? Current class object. So your parent, right? So that's what here the parent class hash code. Hash code gives what? The unique address. So every object when you create object means what? For every object there is a unique code associated with that object. Okay, how to get that unique code? By calling hash code method. Understand? I think already we
Yes,
discussed it, guys. Please remember. Okay, hash
Yes,
code
sir.
method. Where it is available? Object class. Understand? Hash code method is available in what? Object class. Object class is what? Super class for every Java class. Right? Now, if you create any class object, for every object, there is a unique code associated with that object. That unique code represents what? Address of that object. Understand? So how to get that object address, how to get that unique code? By calling hash code. Right? If you call hash code method, it will give you that unique code. That unique code is nothing but hash code. Understand? Every object has what? One unique hash code. Unique hash code. How to get that? When you call hash code method, you will get. Understand? So where it is available, this hash code method, in object class it is available. So directly or indirectly, every class is what? Subclass of object class, right? So by default, superclass methods by default available into child class, right? Here parent class is what? Child class for object class. So all the methods, all the properties or all the functionalities which are available in parent class automatically available into child here. So here what? Hash code method where it is available? Object class it is available. So in the child class, can I call up that method or not?
Yes, sir.
Because this hash code method is available in parent class. So parent class methods by default available into where?
Child class.
Okay. No. So now here I'm calling what this dot hash code. We'll see. Now I'm copying the same into where, guys? Here in this constructor. This dot hash code. Okay. This is what? Child class. In the child class, I am putting what? This dot hash code. Now here I'm putting what? System.out.println c.hash code. Okay, clear here? See, here I'm in parent class, I'm putting this dot hash code. Right? Now, in child class also I'm putting this dot hash code. This is means what? This represents what? The current class object. Right? That's what we understood, right? Already we discussed on that. This keyword, this and super keyword. So that's what we do. Now, here I'm creating what? Child class object. Child c is equal to new child. And after that, c dot hash code. By using this object reference also, I'm calling what? Hash code method. Right? So now, see, when you create child class object, you guys are saying what? 2 objects are created. Parent class object also created. Right? So that's what you guys are saying. Okay? When you create child class object, parent class object also created. That's what you guys are saying, right? So now, if that is the case, here we get what? This is what? Parent class object, right? This means in parent class, we are providing this dot hash code. Here maybe if you get 100, let's assume hash code, right? Now this one, child in the child class constructor, I'm using what? This dot hash code. Now definitely it will get what? 101. So different hash code has to get, right?
Yes, sir.
Every object, there is a unique hash code. Parent class object, let's suppose 100, then child class hash code, what it has to give? 101, right? So here what? System.out.println c dot hash code. C dot hash code means what? Child class object hash code only, right? Okay. Here, what is the value? We have to, we need to see, I mean, we can see 101.
Not one.
Understand? This object and this object same, right? Where I'm using
Yes.
this keyword in child class. So this
Yeah.
object and this object should be same, right? So now,
Yeah.
now, okay. So let me execute this one. I'm saving this class. So now, what is the class case here? Abstract demo. Okay, you have to tell me that one. What is the compile time? Okay. Think float, we have to use F, right? Might be here we are not using. By default, it is double, right?
Yes.
No. So now, Java C abstract compilation successfully, right? No.
Yeah.
Java abstract demo. It is the class, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Where the main method is available. Abstract demo class, right?
Abstract.
Yeah, we are.
Yes, sir.
See what it is saying? See the task code values.
Yes, sir.
Parent constructor. Parent constructor hash code what is, guys? 2055281021. Next, child constructor. Child constructor, what is the hash code, guys? Same hash code.
Same.
Okay. So what do you mean? I mean, by seeing this, what you understood?
Single object.
One object created.
Only one
object.
object is created. Okay. If you create child class object, okay, only we create one object. Only child class object only will be created. Understand? But see here,
Yes.
parent class constructor also executing and child class constructor also executing. Here, parent constructor executing or not? Child constructor executing or not? Understand? But here creating object for what? Child class. Okay. But here you're executing what? Parent class constructor also executing, child class constructor also executing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, I think already we discussed this one. Okay, while discussing constructor, it seems. Okay. So now here what happened? Now, see here. Already we know what is the use of constructor, guys? To initialize, right?
Object.
Initialize values to the properties, to initialization of an object, right? So that is the purpose of constructor we are using, right? Now see, here I'm creating what? Child class object. Child C is equal to new child, right? So by using new operator, what will happen, guys? One object is created. Here most of the people are what they are thinking, due to constructor, object is creating. Understand? So here most of the people, if you ask what is the purpose of constructor, a constructor is useful to create object. Like that people are saying. Constructor is, by using constructor, we will create object for that class. Like that people are saying. Okay. Understand?
Yeah.
But here what?
Yes.
So here by using new operator, object is creating, guys. But not by using constructor, object is not created. Understand? So here
Yes.
by using new operator, object is created. I think already we discussed it, right? So
Yes.
here child C is equal to new child. So when you see the new operator, one object is created, guys. Okay. When you see the new operator, one object is created here. Let me write. Like this, one object is created. Right? So this object, and what is the reference variable? C.
C.
C is pointing to this object. For every object, this should have what? Some unique hash code. Okay. What is the hash code of this object, guys? What is the hash code of this object? I think just now we see, right? Output. Tell me. 205528. 205528. Something is there. 1021. 1021. So this is the hash code. Okay, this is the address of this object, right? So now what happened, here, right? So now object is created. So now in the child class, right? So what are the properties we have? A, B, right? Now in the parent class, what are the properties we have? Tell me
Yes,
guys,
sir.
what are the properties? X and F, right? So now child extends parent. So means what will happen? All the properties, all the functionalities which are available in parent class by default inherited to whom? Child class. Now in the child class, how many properties we have?
So
4 properties we have, right? One is A,
Parent
B,
class.
X, F. Okay. How many properties we have now? 4 properties.
4.
What are those? A,
B,
right?
X,
A, B,
B,
X,
X,
F. Right. So now these are the properties. So while using object creation, so what I mean that by using new operator, one object is created. After that, all the properties will be copied to whom? This object. So by default, that time we don't have we did not assign any values, right? So that time JVM will assign what, guys? Default values, right? A is what? Int type. So that's what is the default value? 0. B is what? Float type. What is the default value? 0.0f. Long. What long? X is what? Int type. What is the default value? 0.
0.
F is what? Float type. What is the default value? 0.0f. Okay. So these are the default values. Who will assign? JVM.
Yeah.
Understand? No.
Yes.
After that, what will happen, guys? Okay. After that, now by using new operator, one object is created. In that object, all the properties will be copied and JVM will assign default values. Up to now, clear? I think already we discussed. Again, I'm repeating. I don't know. You guys are not telling anything. So what we are learning, I don't know. Fine. So now, so what happened after that? So after that, what we are doing? Hey JVM, okay, please call constructor. Okay, already I created one constructor in child class. Please call that constructor. So which type of constructor I created? 0 argument constructor, right? So this is what, guys? 0 argument constructor, right? So here see child of. While creating object, what I'm asking? Hey JVM, I created one 0 argument constructor. Would you please call that constructor? Right? See, child of. Child of means what? We are calling this constructor. Okay. We are not calling. We are asking JVM to call this. Who created object for this class? JVM, right? Understand?
Yes.
By using new operator. So that's what. Hey JVM. Yes, you created. Okay. Object my class. And you copied the properties of my class. Okay. Good. Please call this constructor. Okay. So now JVM is calling what? This constructor. Understand? No. You tell me what is the first statement for each and every constructor, guys? Any Java constructor, what is the first statement?
Super.
Soprof, right? So now here what? So here I am not putting any soprof. So if you are not putting soprof means who will put soprof?
JVM.
Compiler will put soprof.
Sorry, compiler.
Understand? By default, compiler will put soprof. If you put soprof, then compiler will not place soprof statement. If you are not putting soprof statement means what? Compiler always will place soprof as a first statement. That's what you have to remember. Understand? So now,
Yes, sir.
why soprof? Soprof means what will happen? Superclass constructor now is calling. Understand?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, superclass constructor is calling. What is the superclass constructor now here? Parent.
Parent.
See, always it will call what? 0 argument superclass constructor.
Yes, sir.
We are not
Yes,
putting
sir.
superof statement. Compiler always plays what? 0 argument
Zero.
superof constructor. All these things I think already we discussed.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
Yes.
parent class superclass constructor is calling. Now, in the parent class superclass constructor, so what is the value now? X is equal to 10 and F is equal to 10.5F. Right? So now, this object we created, right? Now, this 0 will be replaced X and F, right? Parent class. Yeah.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
this will be replaced with what, guys? What is the value? 10?
Yes, sir.
What is the value, guys?
10.5 F.
10, no? 10.5 F. Huh?
10.5 F,
Now,
sir.
now this value will be replaced with what? 10.5 F.
10.5.
10.5. Understand? So now,
Yes, sir.
in that constructor, what we are doing? We are performing initializing to the properties. In constructor, what we are doing? We are performing what? Initialization to the properties. Okay, we are assigning values to these properties. So this is what we used to call it as what? Initialization. We are performing initialization to the properties. This is called what? Initialization of an object. Okay, so now x is equal to 10, f is equal to 10.5 f, right?
Yeah.
So here we placed it 10 and 10.5. Here initialization is completed, right? So now here, so after that, what we are calling parent constructor. System.out.println, next statement. Okay, parent constructor. So that's what here we are seeing what? Parent constructor. Okay, console message. So after that, what we are doing? This dot hash code. We are calling hash code method, right? So how many objects we have? Only one object we have. This is the object we created, right? For this object only, we copied what? Parent class properties and child class properties. Why parent class properties are copied? Because child and parent has some relation. Right? Both are having
Yes,
what? Relation. So that's what parent properties automatically copied to whom? Child class. Okay. So now here which object here? What is the hash code now? This is the hash code. Same object. Understand? So now here parent class object is not created, guys. So due to this, here most of the people are what they are thinking. So here parent class constructor is executing, right? So parent class and constructor, when parent class constructor is executing while creating object of a parent class. So that's what here two objects are creating. Like that people thinking, guys. But that is wrong. Understand? Here parent class object is not creating. Okay. Child class object only creating. For the child class object initialization, here parent class constructor is helping. You have to remember this point. Understand? Here, child class object initialization, parent class constructor is helping. Understand? To help what? Here parent class properties we have, right? We have to initialize that values, right? We have to initialize parent class properties. Where we have to initialize? Under parent class constructor. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So now after that, what? Hash code also printing. So here what? Hash code. See here parent class constructor and hash code. Okay. After that from here we are calling, right? So now parent class constructor is executing. Complete block is completed. Now after that, control will come to where? Here. Next statement. What is the next statement? 21 number. A is equal to 15. Now in the child class properties, we started initialization. Right? Now see, tell me here A is equal to will be replaced with what?
15.
15. A is equal to 15. And here another one. B is equal to 20.5. 20.5.
Yeah.
Right. Now completely initialization complete for this object. Understand? Completely now initialization is completed with this object. Okay. So programmer provided values will be copied to all these properties. Okay. So now here see, right? So now after that, what? Child constructor and hash code. You see, after that, what? Child constructor and after that, what? Hash code. Okay. So now where the program execution start? From main method, right? This is the first statement. While executing this statement, this constructor also executing and superclass constructor also executing. After that, what is the statement? Control will come to here. Next 33 line. In 33 line, what again we are asking? C dot hash code. C means what? So this is the right. C is pointing to, this is C reference variable pointing to the same object. Now C dot hash code means what? Same hash code we will get. So that's what here we will see same as code. Understand, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, understand.
Okay, right. So now, if anyone asks, okay, so now what we have to tell when you create child class object, okay, only one object is created. Okay, here see, okay, to perform initialization of child class object,
Parent class is
initialization of child class object, okay, parent class constructor is also executing, child class constructor also executing. That's what you have to remember. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now 10:18, right? Okay. We will complete, guys. One more topic we will complete. Okay. So then tomorrow on, next class onwards, directly we will go for interface. So no. And this is very, very important. One more feature. Okay. Now you want me to copy this one into notes?
No.
Let me copy here. Fine, guys. Okay. So no. Fine. So now we will go for next topic. So what is the next topic? Fine. So now